The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
We're talking about a true gunslinger, Mike. I mean, this brings us back to the Brett Favre days. Every time this guy lets it loose, you're not sure which team's going to end up with it, but it's going to be exciting. There are times where you got to hold your breath, and let's not forget, this guy was the first overall pick for a reason. He's got the arm talent. That's undeniable. When he's playing well, his teams have a chance. He needs to eliminate some of the negatives because when he's on, man, he is fun to watch. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Jameis. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw, Winston. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
There's no denying he is a passionate and productive NFL quarterback. But as good as he is, Mike, he just hasn't quite found a way to get over the hump to join that upper echelon of elite quarterbacks. He has this big arm. He can sling it all over the field. But that big arm is also what gets him into trouble sometimes. He needs to find that happy medium between taking care of the ball while still being aggressive. And if he can do that, they'll have as good a chance as any to come out on top.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the 1st down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on 2nd, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Carr working out of the gun. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Browns offense ready now for their 2nd drive. Both teams matching punts to start this one, so they'll go about trying to get something put together on the offensive side. It's 1st and 10. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Here's Jameis. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
The Saints offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Carr. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Third and long. Here's Carr.
A sack certainly isn't ideal in this situation, but I think this quarterback considers himself lucky he at least prevented the safety. This defense is in attack mode. They know they're one big play away from taking a 2-0 lead.
The Saints will punt this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Backs to the open man, it's Tillman. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cleveland.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Running is Chubb. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Now Winston. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Winston to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A second down throw for Winston. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Winston looking to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time, it's Chubb. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now this looks like a design run, and they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
Sometimes you just have to keep it simple. You don't need to overthink things on 2nd and short. Give it to the big guy behind you, send him crashing forward through the line, pick up the first down.
1st and 10. The tight end Moreau is in motion. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. Here's a 2nd and 12. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. first and 10. It's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston will work out of the pistol. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring Jeudy in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jameis. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Back to the air. It's Winston. Quick throw, taken in. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Third and goal. Winston. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jameis Winston, touchdown Browns. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Throwing is Carr. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Kamara. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. It's Carr. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Carr. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Here comes 3rd and 6. Carr working out of the gun. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll open this drive on the ground with 4.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To throw is Winston. That's complete to Moore on the right side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a 2nd and 6. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and 6. To throw, here's Winston. That one on target to Moore. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Wyatt Teller called for the infraction. They bring Judy in motion. They'll take this forward for about 5. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Demario Davis there on the play. Second down and 8. Up the middle. Here's 4. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Colin Saunders getting in there to make the tackle. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. They'll go play action with Carr. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Carr now on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense set to take over again. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by 4. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Here's Jameis. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
This one is caught by Moreau. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Punt team out, ready to send this one away as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
A second down throw for Winston. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. Downfield for Njoku. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, with the good coverage, and there to get a hand on it.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now, Carr. That's to the sideline. Taken in by Johnson. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st and 10, Carr. That is intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. The tight end Moreau is in motion. On first down, Carr. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Back is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Saints going to use their second timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Groupie's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Carr now to throw on first down. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To throw is Carr. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
A run here with Kamara. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. They're going to go right back to Kamara. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Now Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints are able to cut into the deficit. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. Open man, left side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Winston. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Winston. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Chubb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Winston to throw on 1st down. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Carr. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On the give, this is Kamara. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 33 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Carr to throw. This one grabbed by Austin. And they have the 1st down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone at the 21. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. Carr working out of the gun. He'll get this out to his running back. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He's got his man complete to Johnson.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Carr. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Saints are able to edge a bit closer. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Pierre Strong on the return. Oh. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. His throw left is complete with Judy.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Winston. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook.
They'll go with Chubb. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw, here's Winston. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. Room to run at the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Winston. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they go with Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. To throw, Winston. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do the guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run back.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's a designed run. He'll work his way only to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. This is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Here's a run. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run. Here's Kamara, and he's into the end zone yet again. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints are able to cut into the deficit. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's a 2nd and 9. Winston looking to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. A pickup there of 13. It's a Browns first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
1st and 10. A run left side with 4. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. A 2nd down throw for Winston. The throw on the run is complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Jameis. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
It's a jet sweep, and it's Judy. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Carr now. This one is caught by Moreau. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Saints first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action with Carr. That pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 3rd down and 9. Here's Carr. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Ford. And he's going to be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll run here. It's Ford. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns are able to extend the lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Back is Carr. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Play action now. It's Carr. That one knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Carr working out of the gun. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First down throw for Carr. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.